In 2055, a group of hunters led by scientist Dr. Travis enters a jungle. The team includes clients Alicia and John, along with 5 employees from Time Safari Incorporated. Alicia frequently checks on her father, John, who reassures her that he's fine. Suddenly, they sense a large creature approaching. Travis tells everyone to wait before firing, and they are shocked to see it's an Allosaurus. At the right moment, Travis shoots, and they successfully take down the dinosaur. They learn that their adventure was possible due to a time jump provided by Time Safari, owned by Charles Hatton, who profits from time travel technology. Upon returning, Charles congratulates Alicia and John. Meanwhile, Travis sneaks back to the office to meet Clay, an observer from the Department of Temporal Regulation, which oversees the company's safety. After some persuasion, Travis rejoins the group and shows Alicia and John their souvenirs, their suits, and a hollow disc of their hunt. He flatters John by claiming he made the killing shot. Their celebration is interrupted when Dr. Sonia unexpectedly arrives and spills red wine on everyone. She sarcastically congratulates them, then warns that their actions could lead to disaster, and accuses Travis of being used by Charles. As security tries to escort her out, Travis intervenes, intrigued by her claims. Sonia explains that changing the past will cause chaos in the present. She reveals that she helped create the AI, but was overshadowed by Charles, who is using her invention for profit. Disappointed, she questions why Travis works for someone like him. Travis takes Sonia to his lab at the zoo, explaining that he joined Charles to study the DNA of extinct animals. He shows her a holographic lion and discusses his plans to bring back extinct species, claiming their hunts are timed to avoid disrupting history. Sonia mocks his reasoning, arguing that killing animals for this purpose is wrong and will lead to chaos. At Time Safari, an employee accidentally drops cartridges of frozen liquid nitrogen for the laser guns. One cartridge breaks, spilling water on Travis's gun. The next day, 2 men, Christian and Ted, visit to learn about the time jump. When they meet Charles, they are given liability forms. Ted hesitates due to the high cost and risks, but Charles reassures him that the trip is safe and government approved. Charles introduces them to the team and explains the time-jumping rules. Never alter the past, leave anything behind, or bring anything back, as even small changes can significantly affect the present. Soon after, they travel back in time. In the jungle, Ted gets scared and tries to shoot a butterfly, but Marcus stops him, reminding him of the rules. When the Allosaurus appears, they wait for Travis to fire again, but his gun malfunctions, causing panic. He hands his gun to Marcus, who fixes it while Travis distracts the dinosaur. Travis instructs everyone to hide and stay on the time travel path. Once Marcus repairs the gun and tosses it back, Travis quickly takes down the dinosaur. After regrouping, they head to the portal back to the present, unaware that someone has left a mud print on the time travel path, indicating a protocol breach. During the post-hunt celebration, Christian threatens to sue Time Safari, but Charles downplays the situation, framing the hunt as a scripted adventure that Christian and Ted bravely survived. After the celebration, Marcus checks Travis's gun and discovers the moisture damage. Travis insists that such a malfunction won't happen again. Meanwhile, a strange gust of wind briefly cuts off electricity across the city. The next morning, the news headlines are dominated by reports of a rapid temperature increase and a disturbing phenomenon of dead fish washing up on the shore. Meanwhile, at Time Safari, the team embarks on another time jump adventure with a new set of clients. However, upon arrival in the past, they're met with a shocking sight: a dead Allosaurus lying nearby, with a volcano erupting in the background. The team quickly retreats back to the portal, abandoning their mission. The incident prompts an emergency meeting, where the team attempts to pinpoint the cause of the failure. They initially suspect that Tammy, the AI, might have miscalculated their entry point, but Tammy denies any wrongdoing. Just then, Clay from the Department of Temporal Regulation arrives, announcing that Time Safari will be shut down immediately due to the botched mission. Determined to get to the bottom of the mystery, Travis decides to pay a visit to Dr. Sonia's residence. When he arrives, he finds Sonia being harassed by her neighbors, who accuse her of being responsible for the sudden appearance of plants in their homes. Anticipating that Sonia won't let him in, Travis hatches a plan with a delivery man and takes the fertilizers Sonia had ordered, bringing them to her apartment himself. Once inside, Travis reveals himself, and Sonia, seemingly expecting his visit, invites him upstairs. It's there that Travis experiences the strange wave of wind firsthand, a phenomenon that has been causing chaos in the city. Sonia explains that the mysterious gust of wind is known as a time wave, but before she can elaborate, a blood-curdling scream echoes from outside her apartment. When they open the door, a woman is covered in bugs, and a swarm of insects is rapidly advancing towards them. Feeling trapped, Travis and Sonia make a desperate decision to leap out of the window. Fortunately, a tree branch has suddenly grown just below the apartment floor, breaking their fall. As they take in their surroundings, they are shocked to see that the area has been overrun by an explosion of plant life, with vegetation covering every inch of the landscape. Travis asks Sonia to explain the chaos, and she describes the phenomenon as a ripple effect. According to her, when they alter events in the past, the consequences in the present don't manifest immediately. Instead, they spread like ripples from a single point, gradually affecting the entire globe. The ripple effect significantly impacts the environment, causing climate changes that influence evolution. As the climate shifts, it affects vegetation, which in turn impacts more complex organisms, ultimately altering human evolution. Determined to fix their mistakes, he suggests they travel back to just before Christian and Ted's hunting team arrived, aiming to convince them to abandon their hunt and prevent the disastrous consequences. Initially, Clay refuses to allow another jump, but Charles convinces him that they must act to keep their actions under wraps. Reluctantly, Clay agrees, and they proceed. However, Travis unexpectedly finds himself in a desert instead of the Jurassic jungle, witnessing Native Americans fleeing from a time wave. He tries to return to the present, but the wave catches up, shutting down the electricity. Luckily, Time Safari has a backup generator. When the power returns, they find the company and city overrun by plants. As they discuss the situation, Sonia realizes they can't jump through a time wave, explaining why Travis didn't make it back to the Jurassic period. Travis suggests reviewing the holodisk from Christian and Ted's jump to identify the issue. However, they uncover nothing unusual. Later, while checking the physical log of the jump, Marcus discovers they returned weighing 1.3 grams more than when they left. This indicates someone brought something back from the past, which shouldn't be possible since the time travel machine has a biofilter to prevent such occurrences. It turns out that Charles had turned off the biofilter long ago to save money, and Clay is aware of this secret. Recognizing the implications, the team decides to investigate what they might have brought back from the past. After scanning their gear from the jump with Christian and Ted and finding nothing, they suspect that Ted might be the one who caused the issue. They discuss how to resolve the situation, and Sonia suggests that Travis should jump over the time waves instead of going back 65 million years. He would aim for 65 million and 1 years back, then Sonia would slingshot him to the correct year. This slingshot would use most of his energy, leaving him only 15 to 20 seconds to fix the problem. With their plan in place, the team prepares with their laser guns and sets out to find Ted. As they move through the zoo, they hear a loud snarl and quicken their pace. Suddenly, a vine wraps around Marcus, pricking him with thorns. As a strange animal approaches, they help him up and quickly try to escape. However, Marcus is soon attacked and captured by a reptilian baboon. Travis chases after them and kills the creature, but they are soon pursued by the rest of the baboon troop. Marcus urges the group to leave him behind, not wanting to be a burden. Before they go, Travis promises to fix everything, so Marcus will survive. Unfortunately, the thorns make Marcus delusional, and he dies smiling. As they continue, Sonia points out that even if they succeed, Time Safari's operations could lead to more chaos, and they won't remember what happened. When they reach the building where Ted lives, they see a father and son slipping past security to get food from a nearby grocery store. They are suddenly attacked by the reptilian baboons. Travis quickly helps the father and son and seizes the chance to enter the building where Ted lives. Once inside, they inspect Ted's gear but find nothing, leading them to suspect Christian. The issue is that his office is far away, but Ted mentions a car in the parking lot that they can use. On their way to Christian, they are attacked by an unseen flying creature, but manage to arrive safely. Travis and Sonia search for Christian, while Lucas and Jenny guard the car. When they find him, they see that he is afflicted by the same vine that attacked Marcus, making him delusional and violent. He starts shooting at Travis and Sonia, and to their shock, Christian turns the gun on himself. Afterward, they search his belongings and discover that he accidentally brought back a butterfly from the past, which got stuck to his boots during the jump. Realizing what they must prevent, they head back to the others to return to Time Safari. On their way back, they are attacked by large bats, and one of them captures Lucas, killing him. To make matters worse, another time wave hits, causing their vehicle to crash into Time Safari. Fortunately, none of them are seriously injured. and the three head to the time travel machine. To their shock, they find Charles's dead body on the way. Sonia assesses the situation and realizes that only one wave remains, which will affect humans. They notice that the company is in ruins and that they can't use the time machine to send Travis back. Sonia remembers she created another portal at the university, and they need to retrieve Tammy's hard drive to send Travis back to fix everything. The trio decides to take the subway tracks, hoping to avoid less evolved animals. However, they find the subway flooded and continue on, unaware that a large fish is stalking them. When they reach a train car, they close the door for safety, but the concrete above collapses, flooding the subway and trapping them. Suddenly, the evolved fish breaks through a window and grabs Jenny. As the train fills with water, it attacks Travis, who signals Sonia to escape. Just then, the concrete falls and crushes the fish, saving Travis. Sonia returns and pulls him to safety. They make their way to the university, where Sonia quickly sends Travis back to the past. Before he leaves, he promises to prevent the disaster. At that moment, the final time wave hits Sonia, transforming her into a two-legged fish-like creature. Meanwhile, Travis arrives in the Jurassic period, where his gun malfunctions during a chaotic encounter with an Allosaurus. In the confusion, he calls for Jenny and asks her to record him with the holodisc. Confused, Jenny looks between two versions of Travis. Travis reveals that Charles and Clay have turned off the biofilter, which could cause a global catastrophe. They must check the filter when they return and ensure the holodisc goes to him. He then goes to stop Christian from killing the butterfly. And as history corrects itself, future Travis disappears. Back at Time Safari, Jenny talks to Travis and gives him the holodisc of the hunt, sharing what she witnessed. After watching the recording, Travis realizes that everything Sonia warned them about has occurred, and the holodisc serves as evidence. He then gives it to Sonia, explaining that it contains everything she needs to prevent Charles from running Time Safari. It concludes with Sonia inviting Travis for a cup of coffee. And with that, the movie ends. We hope you enjoyed our recap. Like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing recaps. See you in the next one.